You probably think China and America are worlds apart.
Separated by thousands of miles and centuries of history.
But we're going to set the record straight.
We're about to explore two of the greatest cities on Earth.
And we've got 24 hours to discover what it is that ties these cities and all of us together. I'm Bridget Trong, and I live and work in North America.
So cool.
I'm Amy Lyons, and I moved to China 10 years ago.
Together, we're on a mission to reveal the surprising connectivity between American and Chinese cities.
The stories we find will surprise you
as we uncover how two cities share one heartbeat.
Chin, 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 chin.
This is Sister Cities. It's hard to imagine two more different worlds than Texas and Yunnan, China.
But across the globe, there are amazing cities, proving we are more alike than we realize.
Deep in the heart of Texas is Austin, the state capital.
And deep in China's rainforest is Xishuangbanna, a city with a 1,000-year history. In 1999, Austin and Xixuangbanna chose to become sister cities.
Working together to celebrate their differences,
find common ground,
and inspire connections between two worlds. It's a promise both cities wake up to every day. Austin is one of America's fastest-growing cities and a centuries-old crossroads for Mexican and American culture. It's famous for great food, fresh ideas, and new adventures, including the hill country just beyond city limits.
So do you start your days out here on a trail?
I really love spending time outside in the morning and just kind of forgetting about, like, what do I need to do today and everything that I might be worrying about and just being in that moment.
These are the Austin Ridge Riders, mountain bikers who rise at dawn and head for the hills. To see how these outdoor opportunities can bring people together the way that they do.
We've got people coming from all over the world here. I think the top 3 countries moving here right now are Mexico, India, and China. So It's just this blending of cultures. It's really cool.
It means a lot, especially when I get to share with our friends and family. It's a good time just to be on your bike.
I have to admit, my idea of an early morning exercise is making coffee and reading the paper.
It's harder than it looks, huh?
Oh, there you
There we go, we got it.
Yay.
We've got some momentum. Woo-hoo.
But I see how mountain biking with friends will definitely get your blood going.
Yes. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a city girl. I think it's time to get back into the city. Is that okay?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Let's do it.
Xishuangbanna is an incredibly diverse city. This southwest corner of China is home to several ethnic communities who have thrived here for at least 1,000 years. Xishuangbanna stands at the crossroads of the modern world and a natural paradise. And like Austin, the people here truly love the wilderness. There's no mountain biking, at least not yet.
Oh, wow.
But this skywalk definitely gets the heart pounding.
Let's do this.
Oh, it moves quite a lot. Check this out. I am currently on the skywalk and I would have to be, oh my goodness, at least 50 meters off the ground. Can you see this? This is absolutely incredible. Dr. Zhilong Liu is a scientist at the Rainforest Preserve. This walkway was first built for scientists to study life in the canopy. Now it's open for everyone to experience.
我以前是很怕高的，因为我生活在平原地区，没有爬过高。但是因为走得多了，而且看见这个自然景色，让我很兴奋，兴奋起来就会忘记了自己的恐惧。而我从小又很喜欢这些大自然，花鸟鱼虫，然后我又有一点点的自然缺失症。
自然缺失症？
对，自然缺失症的一个症状，就是在很多人的城市里会感觉到有一点自闭和焦虑，而一旦回到自然里和朋友在一起，就会感觉很轻松和幸福。天哪，我感觉这是我人生中最幸福的一段经历。
Despite being 7,500 miles apart, Austin and Xishuangbanna are both crossroads for travelers, traders, and pioneers.
And one way these cities celebrate their heritage is food. This is one of Austin's trademark dishes, a unique mix of cultures and flavors all wrapped up in a perfect tortilla, the breakfast taco. Welcome to One in a Million, serving up breakfast tacos for over 40 years. Today, Juan Meza Jr. runs the show.
My parents decided to open up this restaurant. They found the location, and they just went all in. And just through hard work and struggle, that's how we got here.
How long has Maria been here?
34.
34 years. So you're pretty much first generation of One in a Million.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Can you make it as good as Maria?
I cannot. I can eat tortillas.
Okay, how do I start?
With the tortilla, potatoes, bacon, and 3 eggs.
Got it.
You're coming pro already.
This looks so good. I can't believe I get to start my day with this. Is this all for me?
Yes.
Gracias.
taco.
Woo-hoo. Yes, yes, please. If I can start my morning with this every day, I'd be a happy girl. This looks incredible.
This is salsa that we make here in-house.
Okay.
Make it fresh daily. Now, I grew up on this stuff.
Oh yeah, cheers, bud.
Salud. What do you think?
Wow. It is so simple, but packed full of flavor.
Right? You helped cook that.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Well, I had a great teacher in Maria.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
We just love to share our culture and our traditions, and this is a way to do it. Food, it brings people together.
¿Te gustan?
Delicious. Delicious. Gracias. Would you like some?
Not right now, later.
One in a Million has been serving up breakfast tacos for almost 45 years. But Xishuangbanna's day begins with a ritual that hasn't changed for centuries. These are pu'er tea trees, some over 800 years old. Historians believe cultivating tea trees in China predates tea agriculture anywhere else on Earth. Ms. Cai is a member of the Hani people, the ethnic group that has farmed these pu'er tea trees for generations.
所以你是在这里长大了是吧？
对啊，我记得我年记事的时候，我就这片茶园，我就跟着我妈妈一起过来了。以前啊，体验一下我们汉民族采茶是怎么爬的。你小心一点啊。
This is actually a 600-year-old tree, and although it may not be super large, during picking season, 5 or 6 people will be in this tree at once picking the tea. I'm gonna give it a go. Oh yeah.
啊，好，哦，对，
Okay.
你爬在这里嘛。因为茶叶是我们祖祖辈辈留下来的产业，普洱茶对我们汉尼族重要性很多。我们结婚上新房。不管做什么喜事，我们茶叶很重要，和这个是我们哈尼族不可缺少的一个事。来，走，我现在教你们把这个叶子夹起来，等一下我们拿去烤。
Making pu'er tea is also steeped in history. First, you have to prepare the leaves in a wooden clamp. Then, you roast them to a golden brown. And lastly, stuff them in bamboo. It's It's a tradition that makes perfect sense for life in the forest.
山上去干活啊那些，你没有这些东西嘛。然后竹子的话到处都有嘛，森林里面，然后你砍一个竹子，就这样煮的喝就可以了。
After 20 minutes, it's ready to serve.
Wow, I've never seen tea made in this way before.
这个茶叶有那个茶火的味道，有竹子的味道。
Oh wow, it smells so fragrant. It's really, really nice, and it also has quite a sweetness to it. I can definitely taste that influence from the bamboo itself. It's really, really delicious. 我很喜欢喝。你觉得一天你喝的茶多还是水多？
我茶水多，我水都不喝，我都是喝茶水。其实在家我一个人也喝，我们喝习惯了，我们不喝茶不好在。我觉得外面的茶有多香，也还是自己的茶最好。
I want to say thank you so much. I've learned so much about tea today. 谢谢你。那我们一茶干杯。
一茶会摇。
Austin and Xishuangbanna are both deeply rooted in the cultures of their people.
But they're also deeply rooted in the land surrounding these cities. And in Austin's hill country, there's one remarkable animal people rarely see. But you know it well, because this is bat country. Austin is one of the bat capitals of the world. Every year, millions of bats gather in and around the city. Jim Kennedy is one of Texas's leading bat scientists.
Most of our bats are insect eaters, and they're eating tons and tons and tons of insects every night. They're eating forest pests and agricultural pests, saving us billions of dollars a year in pest control and loss of products.
All right, I'm ready to check them out. Where are you taking me today?
I'm taking you to a really cool place. It's called Pumpkin Cave, and it's home to 4 species of bats.
But to see the bats, I need to go where they are. It's wintertime, and most of the bats have migrated south. But Jim says there's still some bats underground, hibernating until the spring. Yeehaw! I've never done anything like this before, but if I want to see Austin's bats, I need to get out of my comfort zone. Wow.
This is so cool.
Into the abyss.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna lower myself down carefully.
He does it.
Yeah.
I feel like a ninja. Just tackling every
I feel like a gopher.
shimmy. Wow, these little guys really like to be tucked away, don't they?
Well, you know, it's tough for us.
Wow.
But it's easy for the bats. You know, they're like 30 seconds from the entrance, and it's gonna take us a half an hour or more to get there. A little further.
Okay.
Which sense do they lead with?
Oh, in the cave, there's only one sense they can use, and that's hearing. They use their echolocation. To them, they have a 3D map of this cave in their head. I wish I did. And they know flap, 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 bank left, flap, 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 turn right, flap, flap, go up. You know, they have it memorized.
After descending into the darkness, we finally find our prize, the hanging cluster of bats.
So this is what we came for.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you can see their little faces.
I know. You can see their little noses.
They look so small and delicate.
They are. Their bones are really fragile.
Jim, you might have the coolest job in Austin.
Bats are one of those special things that when you see them, it's something that most people never get to experience. What gets me is that people still fear bats, and they still persecute them. They kill them when they see them. Just look at how fragile they are.
Wow. What are the ramifications if bats completely become extinct?
Oh God, I can't even imagine what kind of ecological collapse we would suffer.
We dive deeper into the cave in search of another species called a tri-colored bat. And these ones are deep sleepers.
These guys can sleep through almost anything. They could sleep through a Kiss concert.
Can we get closer?
You know, people shouldn't handle bats because they are wildlife, but since I'm a biologist and I'm a shots, I can do this. But we have to still be very careful because it's a critical time of year for them.
Well, you gotta be careful here. I took my glove off. So I'm gonna gently pull his wing out because you see how fragile those finger bones are.
Oh yeah.
And you can see the skin, you can see veins running through the skin. So if you look at his wing, it's basically analogous to our hand. This is his wrist, there's his thumb. He has 4 fingers fairly close together over here on the end. You know, he has knuckles. You can see how he bends his wing just like, you know, we bend our fingers. It's got the same joints that we do. So if we just took our arm and we stretched out our fingers and let the skin grow between them and between our shoulder and our fingers, our hand, we would basically have bat wings too. It's an incredible adaptation. They're the only mammals that fly.
That is so cool. And they're adorable.
She's gonna fly. Ready? Hang on, baby. Look, there she goes.
Wow.
Down the passage.
Jim, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, Bridget, it was my pleasure to bring you here, you know, and I'm really glad to have this opportunity to help teach people more about bats. They're very misunderstood, they're very important to us, and the more we understand them, the better we can protect them.
In Xishuangbanna, there's a different animal that needs human protection. And this one is about 700,000 times bigger than a bat. The elephant.
Oh my goodness.
这是洋妞啊。
你好。
洋妞打个招呼。哎，对，打个招呼啊。
你好。
你好，你好。
怎么样？
哎。
I touched it. Whoa.
This is the Mengyang Nature Reserve. It's home to about 100 Asian elephants, an endangered species that is struggling to survive. Whenever local people around Xishuangbanna encounter an injured elephant, they contact the centre, and these elephant experts arrive and assess the animal's condition. If the injury is severe enough that it won't heal on its own, they bring the elephant to the sanctuary. But only as long as it takes to get the animal healthy and back into the wild. Mr. Chen is one of the caretakers, called elephant dads, who consider these elephants part of their family.
刚才洋妞呢，它是出生7天，因为脐带感染。第二呢是心律不齐，体型消瘦，被它的象群妈妈把它带到老百姓的这个生活期，然后遗弃走了。然后老百姓发现以后呢，第一时间通知我们这边，我接到通知以后，和我们的团队一起把它救了回来。
所以他妈妈就知道他本身有问题，就让他来这儿，是吧？
他本来就知道自己孩子有疾病啊，或者受伤的情况啊，因为他没有办法去治愈他了，他只能就信任于我们人类啊，就是说把他带到有人生活的地方就走掉了。那现在我们老百姓的这个保护意识的提升以后呢，老百姓外出干活啊，或者搞其他工作以后，发现这些野生动物需要救助的时候，他们会报警求助。
这2头也好像关系特别的好，是吧？他们算是兄弟姐妹吗？还是他们是什么关系的？
其实他们没有任何的血缘关系，也不是一个家族的，但是他们2位有共同的爱好，可能相互就取得信任以后呢，然后龙龙呢又特别喜欢着姐姐，然后洋妞就承担照顾龙龙的角色，所以说姐姐出来，弟弟也要跟着出来，然后弟弟呢稍微要皮一点，毕竟是男孩子啊。 哎，洋妞，你不能踩它啊！过去，牛，哎。
哎，你好，打个招呼啊！这没问题吗？Really pulled my head. So Mr. Chen told me that Kiwi here is actually a little bit on the naughty side, and you can really tell he's got quite a personality. You can probably understand why he's called kiwi. It really reminds you, the hair on his head, of the hair on a kiwi fruit.
然后对它以后长大了以后呢，慢慢会减少跟象爸爸的这个溺爱以后，也就是放开了以后呢，肯定就会走得远一点，走得远以后呢，希望的话慢慢就和象爸爸会有一些脱离的一种关系啊，有时候慢慢康复以后呢，就是刚才我所说的，也希望他们能够早日重返大自然，回到他家，那是我们整个中心、整个团队的一个初心和一个希望。
那现在在西双版纳有几套夜香呢？
那个60、70年代这个种群数量呢，可能在160到180头左右，但是通过我们这个不断的这个努力呢，现在的话已经增长到了300多头。哇！我的希望呢，也希望通过我们所有人的一个努力呢，它的数量呢在逐年的增加。
我也希望，加油！
加油！加油！加油！
It's now lunchtime in Austin, and even here in the heart of Texas, I'm on the lookout for great Chinese food. This is Chef Ling. 20 years ago, she arrived with the dream of introducing high-end Chinese cuisine to Texas. Today, she's called the Queen of Dim Sum, and she's pushing the envelope and the taste buds of food lovers here in Austin.
Ling， 我真係好開心，我同你喺度。我個朋友講俾我聽，我哋今日嚟，我唔知幾開心啊！我想試你啲嘢，全部啲嘢都覺得好香啊！
多謝你哋嚟呢度，我哋今日準備咗好多嘢俾你哋試咯。
So excited！ Was it hard for you to assimilate to a new culture, a new language, new people, a new country?
And first, like, I don't speak English. If like the person I don't really know that much, I will brought them really like safe stuff. I don't bring out the chicken feet, you know?
Was food a way for you to stay closer to home for you?
Yes.
Miles and miles away from China?
Yes, because like to me, inside myself, I feel like food really can make people happier, make them life change.
Chef Ling is taking real risks with her cuisine without losing sight of her roots.
I think dumpling is a very traditional like Chinese food, right? The soup dumpling is make Chinese food more interesting. People will find out how it could be like soup inside fitting inside this dumpling.
How do you put it in there?
If you come work with me, so I will show you that.
Oh, you're recruiting. I see what's happening, but okay. Get me an apron, somebody, yes.
Okay. So we just put it in there.
Yes.
Growing up on small islands in China, it was Ling's grandma who sparked her joy and curiosity in the kitchen. Something that Ling carried with her all the way to Texas.
Look how great mine is. I'm just kidding, that one's mine right over here. Was there anyone here when you arrived to Texas that inspired you or influenced you in your cooking?
No, because I miss my grandma. So I think that's always inside of my heart. I always think about what she's been telling me.
And this is an opportunity for you to stay close to her.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she'd be really proud. I do. I think she'd be very proud.
To me, like food seems like a music. Good music never have a country. Good taste food have no country too.
It's so good.
Next time on Sister Cities.
Austin and Xishuangbanna.
You can't help but think of the people that these all represent. Every person had a story.
I don't think you could call this an outfit. This is an art piece.
I always wanted to bring Mexico to Texas, through the culture, to the music, and to the dance.
这个是我们传统的乐器嘛，很多年前老人都是这样传下来。
Xishuangbanna is the perfect place for cultural exchange.
No better way to meet people than around food.
This coming together of cultures is really a part of the fabric of Austin's identity.
Chin, chin, chin. Chin, chin.